Chosen ones, pause for just 1 second. Take a breath. If you are hearing these words right now, this is not random. This is not coincidence. And this message did not arrive late. A sacred word has been spoken in silence, whispered in unseen realms, and that word carries your name. February 4th, 2026. Mark it in your spirit. Something ancient is activating, something hidden is stepping forward, and something you've been waiting for is finally aligning. You didn't find this message found you. Welcome back, chosen ones. If you're new here, understand this clearly. This channel does not speak to everyone. It speaks to those who feel the call. If you've always felt different, more aware, more sensitive, more driven by truth, this space was made for you. What you've experienced wasn't bad luck, it was preparation. Today's message is powerful because February 4th, 2026 is a divine checkpoint. If you feel this stirring inside you, subscribe and stay connected. Now, let's begin. Being a chosen one has nothing to do with ego, superiority, or being better than anyone else. In fact, it's often the opposite. Being chosen means being trusted with responsibility. The responsibility to grow through pressure, to see beyond illusion, and to carry awareness into spaces where it is missing. Chosen ones are souls who agreed long before this lifetime to participate in transformation. That agreement didn't come with comfort. It came with lessons. Many chosen ones experience hardship early in life, not because they are cursed, but because they are being prepared. Strength, wisdom, and discernment are not given freely. They are forged. If you are a chosen one, your early years may have felt heavy. You may have experienced emotional isolation, even while surrounded by people. You may have felt misunderstood by family, friends, or classmates, like no one truly saw you. Many chosen ones carry deep empathy and intuition from a young age, sensing emotions, energies, and truths that others overlook. There is often a natural pull towards spirituality, truth, justice, or purpose, even before you have the language to explain it. Life for chosen ones rarely moves slowly. Sudden changes, unexpected endings, and rapid growth are common. One chapter closes before you're fully comfortable, forcing you to evolve faster than those around you. While others may settle into routine, chosen ones are pushed forward by invisible hands. Awakening does not happen all at once. It happens in stages. First comes confusion. You ask yourself, why do I feel so different? Why don't I fit into the world the way others seem to? Then comes pressure. Life begins testing you, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You wonder why challenges keep appearing just when you think you've found stability. Then comes separation. People fall away. Relationships end. Paths diverge. And while this stage can feel painful, it is necessary. And finally, comes remembering. You begin to remember who you are beneath conditioning, expectations, and fear. You realize that the pain you endured was never punishment. It was training. The isolation wasn't rejection. It was protection. And the silence you feared wasn't emptiness. It was preparation for your voice to emerge stronger. Right now, many chosen ones are standing at the edge of a breakthrough. You've done the inner work. You've faced yourself honestly. You've released old identities, old wounds, and old cycles that once defined you. February 4th, 2026 marks a powerful shift from preparation to activation. This is the moment when chosen ones stop questioning their path and begin walking it with clarity, confidence, and authority. The sacred word spoken over chosen ones is rarely something you hear out loud. It doesn't arrive as a voice in the air or a sentence written in stone. Instead, it is felt, deep in the chest, in the gut, in the quiet moments when the world finally slows down. This word moves through intuition, not logic. It reaches you in subtle but undeniable ways. A sudden inner knowing that doesn't need proof, repeating signs and symbols that follow you from place to place. Numbers appearing again and again, on clocks, receipts, license plates, until you can no longer ignore them. Dreams that feel more real than waking life, carrying messages that linger long after you open your eyes, and an unmistakable pull toward truth, even when that truth challenges comfort or familiarity. This sacred word is not random. It is encoded with your identity. It carries the frequency of who you are becoming, not just who you have been. It speaks directly to your purpose, activating something that has been dormant inside you for years. For some chosen ones, the word is rise, a call to step out of hiding, self-doubt, or limitation. For others, the word is remember, a reminder of forgotten strength, wisdom, and soul knowledge. For some, it is lead, calling them to stand at the front instead of the shadows. For others, heal, speak, or return. Each word uniquely matched to the journey of the soul receiving it. The universe does not communicate the way humans do. It doesn't rely on long explanations or detailed instructions. The universe speaks in frequencies, emotions, and alignment, not sentences. And when you are ready to receive, the message becomes impossible to miss. As February 4th, 2026 approaches, many chosen ones will notice a shift building beneath the surface. When this date arrives, the sacred word begins to activate fully. Clarity replaces confusion. Questions that once felt heavy suddenly have answers, or no longer need them. Emotional pressure that has been stored for years begins to release, sometimes through tears, sometimes through calm, sometimes through sudden relief. Unexpected opportunities may appear, not because you chased them, but because you finally aligned with them. Conversations open doors, ideas flow effortlessly, paths that once felt blocked begin to move. Most importantly, a deep sense of peace settles in, replacing the constant feeling of searching or waiting. This sacred word does powerful work. It activates dormant confidence that was always inside you. It dissolves self-doubt that never truly belonged to you. It quiets fear, not by force, but by understanding. And above all else, it delivers one undeniable truth. You were never lost. You were never behind. You were never forgotten. You were simply being aligned, step by step, moment by moment, into who you were always meant to be. Not all dates are created equal. Some pass quietly, while others carry a weight you can feel long before they arrive. February 4th, 2026 is one of those rare dates, a moment charged with spiritual significance, not because of what happens externally, but because of what shifts internally. This date marks the completion of an old karmic cycle. For many chosen ones, it represents the closing of a chapter that has been repeating for years, sometimes even across lifetimes. Patterns of struggle, self-doubt, overgiving, or emotional burden begin to lose their grip. Lessons that once came through pain now arrive through understanding. The cycle does not end with chaos. It ends with clarity. February 4th, 2026 also signals an entry into a higher level of self-awareness. This is not about suddenly becoming someone new. It's about fully stepping into who you have been, quietly becoming all along. Awareness expands. You see situations, people, and even yourself with sharper discernment. You no longer react from wounds. You respond from wisdom. On a collective level, This date supports a shared awakening among chosen ones. Many people who have felt alone on their journey will begin to recognize one another, sometimes energetically, sometimes through shared experiences, and sometimes through aligned opportunities. There is a subtle but powerful sense of connection, as if scattered pieces are finally finding their place within a larger picture. Perhaps most importantly, February 4th represents a shift from survival to purpose. For a long time, many chosen ones have lived in survival mode, pushing through responsibilities, managing emotional weight, and doing what was necessary to keep moving forward. On this date, the energy shifts. Life no longer feels like something you are enduring. It begins to feel like something you are directing. In the weeks and months leading up to February 4th, many people will notice emotional waves moving through them. Fatigue may appear without a clear reason. Nostalgia may surface unexpectedly, pulling memories from the past. Sudden motivation may rise, followed by moments of stillness. This is not regression, it is release. The soul is clearing outdated attachments, beliefs, and emotional residue to make space for what is coming next. This is why the process can feel intense. Growth often requires letting go, and letting go can feel uncomfortable. But this clearing is purposeful. Nothing is being removed without reason. It's important to understand that February 4th, 2026 is not about external chaos or dramatic events. The real shift happens inside. It's about internal alignment, when thoughts, emotions, intuition, and action finally begin moving in the same direction. On this day, many chosen ones will feel noticeably different. Anxiety gives way to grounded calm. Mental fog lifts, replaced by clarity. Hesitation dissolves, and empowerment takes its place. Decisions feel easier, not because choices disappear, but because inner conflict quiets. There is a subtle but unmistakable sense of readiness. Not rushed, not forced, just clear. February 4th is the moment when the universe delivers a simple but powerful message. You are ready now. Ready to trust yourself. Ready to stop questioning your worth. Ready to step forward without needing permission. This date does not demand action. It confirms alignment. And for chosen ones, that confirmation changes everything. Not everyone will understand this message, and that's intentional. Messages meant for chosen ones are not broadcast to the masses. They are delivered with precision, arriving only when the soul is ready to receive them. If you are here right now, there is a reason for it, even if you can't fully explain why yet. You are meant to hear this if you found this video without actively searching for it. Maybe it appeared in your recommendations. Maybe you felt drawn to the title. Maybe something told you to click without logic or explanation. That pull was not accidental. Intuition always recognizes what the mind hasn't caught up to yet. You are also meant to hear this if you've been questioning your purpose lately. Not in a dramatic way, but quietly, during late nights, long drives, or moments of stillness. You may have asked yourself, is this really all there is? Am I meant for something more? These questions don't come from dissatisfaction, they come from awakening. Purpose begins to stir, long before it becomes clear. Another sign is the feeling that something big is coming, even though you can't explain what it is. There's a sense of anticipation beneath the surface, like standing at the edge of a shift you can feel but can't yet see. This feeling isn't anxiety, it's alignment. Your inner world is adjusting before your outer world follows. You may also notice that you've been letting go of old relationships, habits, or patterns without forcing it. People who once felt essential no longer resonate the same way. Behaviors that once brought comfort now feel heavy. This isn't loss, it's refinement. As your frequency changes, what no longer matches it naturally falls away. Perhaps the strongest sign of all is that you feel stronger after every breakdown. What once would have broken you now becomes a turning point. You don't stay down as long. You don't lose yourself the way you used to. Each challenge leaves you more self-aware, more grounded, and more resilient. That strength didn't come from nowhere. It was built intentionally. These signs are not coincidences. They are confirmations. The universe does not shout, and it does not rush. It communicates through repetition, patterns, and timing. It places the same message in different forms until recognition occurs. And when the message is meant for a chosen one, it returns again and again, through people, experiences, emotions, and moments of synchronicity. If you are hearing this now, it's because your awareness has reached the level required to receive it. You don't need to convince yourself. You don't need external validation. The recognition you feel inside is enough. This message didn't arrive to inform you, it arrived to activate you. And once awareness clicks into place, nothing truly goes back to the way it was before. Between now and February 4th, 2026, the most important work you can do is not external, it's internal. This phase is not about chasing, forcing, or proving anything to the world. It's about alignment. When alignment is present, action becomes natural, and results follow without struggle. First, protect your energy. This does not mean isolating yourself from everyone, but it does mean becoming intentional about where you invest your time, attention, and emotional capacity. Notice how certain environments, conversations, or people leave you feeling drained, distracted, or disconnected. Protection is not selfish, it is necessary. Your energy is the foundation of your clarity, and clarity is essential during this transition. Second, trust your intuition, even when it doesn't make logical sense at first. Intuition often speaks quietly, through feelings, impressions, or subtle nudges. You may feel guided to pause instead of pushing forward, or to move in a direction others don't understand. Trust that inner guidance. It has carried you this far, even when you didn't realize it was leading you. Next, stop explaining yourself to people who don't understand your path. Not everyone is meant to walk beside you at this stage, and that's okay. Over-explaining drains energy and invites doubt. Your journey does not require approval. Those who are aligned with you will recognize your growth without needing an explanation. It is also essential to release guilt tied to outgrowing others. Growth naturally creates distance. This does not mean you are abandoning anyone. It means you are honoring your evolution. Holding on to guilt only anchors you to versions of yourself that no longer fit. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to move forward, and you are allowed to do so without apology. Consistency with inner work is key during this period. This might look like reflection, journaling, meditation, prayer, or simply spending quiet time with your thoughts. Inner work strengthens self-awareness and keeps you grounded when external circumstances feel uncertain. You don't need to do everything perfectly. Just stay present and honest with yourself. Above all, remember this: you don't need to rush. Timing is already working in your favor. Forcing outcomes only creates resistance, and you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your worth is not measured by validation, speed, or comparison. Your alignment will speak for you. When you are aligned, opportunities recognize you. People sense your clarity. Decisions become easier. Movement feels steady instead of chaotic. This is the space you are being guided into now. Between now and February 4th, 2026, allow yourself to move with intention, patience, and trust. The path ahead is unfolding exactly as it should, and you are more prepared for it than you realize. Chosen ones, this message reached you because you were ready. You are not late, you are not behind, you are never forgotten. You are activated. If this spoke to your soul, like this video, subscribe, and comment "I receive" to anchor this activation. Remember, the universe never chooses randomly, and neither did this message.